May 12, 1998. For the first time ever, the NPSL Championship Series would be decided in Milwaukee at the Bradley Center. The Milwaukee Wave against the perennial powerhouse St. Louis Ambush. The Wave led the best-of-7 series 3-1, and Game 5 would be at home where Keith Tozer's squad had won 62 of their last 68 games. Could the Wave rise to the occasion once more and bring Milwaukee its first indoor soccer championship? Players and fans savored the moment. They were 60 minutes away from achieving their dream.
Winning a championship is the ultimate team achievement, but a victory like this is also based on individual skill, discipline, and commitment. That's the beauty of soccer, and the reason why the Rust Arrow Automotive Group is so pleased about our sponsorships with the Milwaukee Wave and the soccer community. On soccer fields like this, and in soccer camps like this one run by the Milwaukee Wave, youngsters learn the kind of discipline, skill, and teamwork that can carry them far, not only on the field, but in life. Win or lose, they learn to focus on a goal, to work as a team, to succeed under pressure, and maybe to dream of what they too might achieve someday. All of us at the Rust Arrow Group are delighted to bring you this great story of the Milwaukee Wave's championship season.
The dream began in training camp when Coach Tozer had reason to believe this finally could be the year. The team had a strong foundation with all-world goalkeeper Victor Noguera and perennial all-star forwards Michael King and Michael Richardson. They also had a solid core of returning veterans in midfielders Steve Morris and Pat White, forwards Todd Dusowski, and the Monome brothers Obi and Emeka. Also defenders Glenn Carbonera, Ricky Mobley, and David Moxham. To help with the scoring load, the Wave acquired a pair of veterans, midfielder Peter Hatchup and forward Tariq Walker. Carmen Asako was added to back up Noguera in the nets, and more support would come from rookie defender Chris Char and midfielder Scott Kreitmeyer. The last piece in the puzzle was former Wave player Art Kramer, who helped develop the new reserve team and assist Coach Tozer.
Let's talk about goals for this team for the season, looking at the big picture.
Well, you know, 5 out of the first 16 games were at home, so we played a lot of games in a row. And I think it's going to toughen us up. I actually don't mind playing a lot of games on the road early on in the season. Second half of the season, a lot of teams have kind of got into their mode and fighting for a playoff position, but right now everybody's kind of mixed up. So our goal is, you know, that old saying, you know, take one game at a time. But, you know, we'd like to come out maybe 7-3 in the first 10 games and win all our home games and win maybe 70% of our road games.
The season opened at Philadelphia against a strong kicks team.
Esposito turning. Esposito stopping. Great move. Esposito in front. Score! All set up by Esposito. Kreitmeyer. Dangerous spot. Kreitmeyer. The pass is behind him.
In overtime, Todd Dusowski finished a great feed from Kreitmeyer to give Milwaukee a 10-8 win.
Milwaukee wins. Quite a comeback by the Wave indeed.
At the home opener against Wichita a few nights later, the Bradley Center crowd was rocking as the Wave demolished the Wings.
Kick back from Monome, shot the goal! Here's Morris on the far side. Morris trying to come in, rolls one in off the post. Richardson followed, he scored!
Game 3 in Cleveland would tell much about the character of this team. Down 17-3 at halftime to the defending American Conference champs, the Wave rallied for an incredible 28-23 victory over the Crunch. It was the greatest second-half comeback in NPSL history, kicked off by this two-pointer from Kinger, which put him over 1,000 career points. A week later in a rematch at home, the Wave's 16-3 victory told Milwaukee fans this season could be something special.
A great lead from Michael King. And the ball's on the far side. Richardson trying to roll one in the empty net. He scores! Michael Richardson has another hat trick.
The Wave rolled on with close last-minute wins at home and on the road, and then with the record at 9-1, faced an early season showdown with the 10-1 St. Louis Ambush. The win put Milwaukee at 10-1, its best start ever.
Oh, what a shot by Carbonera! On a Double crossover. Victor looking down for Richardson. Trying to post up against LaPosha. Banks off the inboard. King in front. He scores! And Milwaukee wins!
But now the Wave would be tested. Over the next 6 weeks, there would be injuries to veterans Ricky Mobley and Glenn Carbonera, a series of losses on the road, and the first home loss of the season to Harrisburg, which broke the Wave's 20-game winning streak at the Bradley Center.
55 seconds. We'll play one in off the inboard in front, and a good play by Murat to clear to midfield. Comes to Bader, bounces one in, and a redirection by Williams. He scores! Bascom able to get away from Walker. Coming in, Bascom with a shot, and he scored.
Despite a 21-18 rematch victory over the Ambush in St. Louis and a gritty 8-4 win at Harrisburg, which gave Tozer career win number 350, by late January and midway through the season, the team was 12-9 and needed a boost to bounce back in the second half. A 7-game homestand at the Bradley Center, the return of Mobley and Carbonera, and most importantly, the acquisition of a good old boy from Texas would give the Wave that needed boost. With the signing of veteran defender Rusty Troy, the Wave was about to turn the corner. In his first game against the defending NPSL champion Kansas City Attack, Troy scored the game-winning goal.
Rusty Troy, shot at the goal! Rusty Troy! And his debut with Milwaukee!
The Wave then reeled off 6 more victories to sweep the homestand and earn their 5th straight playoff berth. Keith Tozer had everyone contributing in wins over Edmonton, Philly again, and Cleveland. As the Wave continued to roll in the month of February, 3 of its biggest stars traveled to Cincinnati to play in the annual NPSL All-Star Game. Representing Milwaukee were Victor Noguera and Michael King, each of whom were making their 4th All-Star appearances, and Michael Richardson, who was making his 5th. All 3 had huge games for the victorious American Conference squad, especially Noguera, who limited the National Conference stars to just 2 points for an entire half. Victor went on to earn game MVP honors, thus becoming the first goalkeeper to ever do so in an NPSL All-Star contest. Now at 19-9, the Wave traveled to Cleveland for another key Central Division rematch on February 22nd. Again behind at the half, this time down 14-6, the offense again rolled and the defense held Cleveland in check as the Wave went on to eventually beat the Crunch 17-16. Another big road win at Philly extended the win streak to 9, which tied a team record. The Wave then headed home, looking to set a new record against Baltimore in an historic first ever Saturday night game at the Bradley Center.
Great effort by Chris Jarr. And a volley by Cabral, wide left. Rebound, follow, Henning, save Noguera as he held the near post. In it comes Morris with a drive. Wide left, rebound, King, he scores! Ball hopped out in the middle, and he pounded it in on the rebound. Here comes Hatcher. Hatcher flips center across. Shot and goal! Stevie Morris on the sliding right footer on the beautiful cross from Hattrip. Hattrip ready to go as the Baltimore defense sets. Here's Hattrip, still looking. Hattrip, center of the play. McAvoy shot, knocked down. King rebound. Shot on the goal! The rebound hopped out in front, and Kinger buried it. And Milwaukee with a miraculous victory tonight as they come from behind to beat the Baltimore Spirit in overtime. Final score, Wave 14, Baltimore 12.
Although 4 nights later, the streak ended in Montreal, the Wave had clinched their first ever division title, and there would be no let-up. Milwaukee pushed hard to capture home field advantage throughout the playoffs. On March 13th against the Kicks, before 18,197 fans, the largest crowd in Wave and NPSL history, Milwaukee made its case for the #1 seed.
Still trying to come in. Double, triple team. Finally, Mobley went down to knock it away, and Knowles fouled him. The foul has come. Carbonera with a shot. And a goal! Here's a Mecca made top of the box. A Mecca shot off the near post. Oh, he made a great move. Couldn't get it. Ricky Mobley back a Mecca. A Mecca far side. Hattrick shot. Save! away. Half trip near side with a shot. The flex through far side, and he scores!
A great soccer contest was matched by an unforgettable halftime show as NFL MVP Brett Favre put on a passing clinic, carrying it out with Wave and Packer fans for a great cause, Children's Hospital of Wisconsin. The Wave cruised home with a 28-12 record, the best in the league and second best in team history, and they entered the playoffs with confidence. Yet there were doubts. The postseason had not been kind to Milwaukee. The Wave had been eliminated from the first round in each of the past 4 years and had an all-time NPSL playoff series record of just 1-7. Taking advantage of a first-round bye, the Wave was rested and ready to face Harrisburg in Game 1 of the best-of-3 American Conference semifinals at the Bradley Center. The Heat had played the Wave tough at the Bradley Center during the season, but they were no match for Milwaukee this time. Harrisburg put up a better battle 2 nights later in Pennsylvania, but Milwaukee prevailed 18-11 to sweep the series in 2 games. Next up was Eastern Division champ Philadelphia in the best-of-5 American Conference Finals. The Kicks stunned the Wave in Game 1 with a 9-7 overtime victory, only the second time the Wave had lost at the Bradley Center all season. But recently named MPSL Coach of the Year Keith Tozer was confident his team would fire back in Game 2 the next night. And fire back they did.
On the ball, Stevie looks, and it comes. David Boxer with a shot, he scores! Near corner, Pat White banks it in front, Tariq Walker, shot to goal! Richardson now, coming top of the arc, Richardson straight in, shot, save, Pappas, rebound, Maxim, shot, and goal! And David getting his second goal of the contest! Milwaukee leads it 7-4! Now Richardson in the middle, Dusowski, he shot over the crossbar, rebound, back out Hackett, and he scores! Sweet. Tariq Walker coming in with a right foot shot and goal!
The battle shifted to Philadelphia for Games 3 and 4, but the change in scenery made little difference in the outcome. The Wave hammered the Kicks 12-3 and 16-10 to claim its first conference title. Victor Nogueira, who would later earn the MPSL Goalkeeper of the Year and Most Valuable Player awards, yielded just 27 points in 4 games, holding the Kicks to less than half their season average. And so the Wave advanced to the MPSL Championship to face the powerful St. Louis Ambush. Milwaukee had defeated the National Conference champs in 2 close games during the regular season, but was considered the underdog by many going into this matchup. St. Louis was making its 3rd appearance in the title series and still had many of its key players from their championship squad of 1995. The Wave countered with Nogueira, a balanced scoring attack, and the home field advantage. The championship series kicked off with a block party on Saturday, May 2nd outside the Bradley Center. But inside, the Wave knew it would be no party with the Ambush. They needed to keep their home field advantage by winning the first 2 games. In Game 1, the Wave fell behind quickly as the Ambush scored the first 2 goals.
And a great counterattack that time by St. Louis. Back they come, Moser. Moser, top of the box, shot and a goal. Oh, he made the move against Carbonero.
But the Wave roared back.
Still with the King. Fakes the shot, King. Sends one in far side, Morris. Morris off the inboard. King in front, shot and a goal! Plays it through the middle. Here's Carbonero, come down the middle, shot, and he scores! Chris is going to load up for the long try. That one wide right. Rebound, Kutz. Rebound, Morris, shot and a goal! Far post. Wave comes back. Tariq Walker trying to slide it with the right footer. Knocked away. Now won't be one away. Shot and he scores! Minute 45 to go. Wave leading 16-12. Past the quarter.
The Ambush nearly came back to tie it up, but Milwaukee hung on to grab a 1-0 lead in the series. Game 2 the next night had less drama, but the result was the same. The Ambush never knew what hit them until it was too late.
Tariq to Emeka. Emeka going to take one up, shot on a goal! Emeka Monona! Going to hammer a long bounce, he shot
For the next 2 games, the teams moved to St. Louis, where the Wave felt one win would put them in control. In Game 3, the ambush again jumped out to a 4-0 lead.
McIntosh's shot, off the glass, rebound, Moser shot, they score!
But the Wave responded again, fighting all the way back to win 17-14. A key to the victory was this bomb from Chris Jar, a 3-pointer that put the Wave up 5-4. Michael King and Emeka Moname added 2 goals each to pace Milwaukee, which was now just 1 win away from its first title.
They get past Jamie, they score again, Emeka Moname.
2 nights later, Keith Tozer's team tried for a 4-game sweep. Mike Richardson's 3-pointer late in the third knotted the score at 8 apiece, and it looked like the Wave might take the crown in St. Louis. But Kevin Hundelt's 3-pointer early in the fourth put the ambush back on top, and St. Louis prevailed 12-8. We were headed back to Milwaukee.
The ambush are alive and kicking. 12-8 the final.
The Bradley Center crowd was primed for Game 5. As Milwaukee jumped out to a quick 5-0 lead, the title seemed inevitable. But then the ambush responded with 10 consecutive points, capped off by this sensational conversion by Steve Kuntz. Clearly, St. Louis wasn't going down without taking its best shot. The Wave needed a goal to change the momentum before halftime, and Steve Morse stepped up. Stevie's goal set the stage for yet another tremendous second-half comeback, one that would go down in the annals of Milwaukee's professional soccer history.
Here comes Farwell. Here, shot the goal! Three-point arc to the near side. Hatcher, then comes Chris Jar. Hammers the shot, he scores! Oh, Chris Jar, who has had so many dramatic three-pointers this year, did it again! Hasselfield back away on Hernandez, lies back to midfield. Jar with a chip, go back to the empty net! Shot on the goal! He stepped up beyond midfield and launched it back behind the retreating Hernandez! Over, not trying to get top of the box, far side, three from right foot, shot on the goal! Rick the streak Walker. Patrick coming in. Peter comes in near side. Richardson shot and he scores! To the near end board. Trying to center across. Shot and a goal! Stevie Morris! And the floodgates are open now. It is a tidal wave with Milwaukee leading 21-10. It all came together this year. The clock ticking down.
As players and fans celebrated Milwaukee's first indoor title, it almost seemed as if the long season had ended too soon.
For the first time in my life, and contrary to popular opinion, speechless. Absolutely speechless. By far, the best time of my life. I love these guys, and couldn't happen to a better bunch of guys.
I'm just really proud for the guys. I mean, these guys from day one in preseason came to execute on it on a daily basis, and they proved that when you do that and you prepare for that day and not worry about the past or the future, you can be successful.
It means a lot to me, and I know how much it means to the whole, the franchise and the team. They've been working on this for 14 years, Guys like Ricky Moley, Michael King, Victor have been, working on this for years, and, I couldn't be happier for them. I know it means the world to them.
This is the greatest feeling, I've seen a lot of teams in all sports have this moment, and having never had it, and now it's right here, there's nothing to describe it. I mean, there's other great teams in this city, but there's an awful lot of soccer fans out there, and more people are jumping on the bandwagon.
The people of Milwaukee have come out here, they loved it, it was great for them. I really enjoyed their enjoyment, that's what I did.
The championship capped off another incredible year for Victor Nogueira. He became the first player in NPSL history to be named League MVP, All-Star MVP, Playoff MVP, and Goalkeeper of the Year all in the same season. It marked the second time that Victor was named League MVP as a member of the Wave, and the fifth time in his illustrious career that Nogueira garnered League MVP honors. Not bad for a 38-year-old who also claimed his 5th championship ring in 15 indoor seasons.
I'd like to thank the city of Milwaukee. We got the greatest fans in the world, man. We love you. But there's something that a lot of people don't see behind the scenes. It's players. These guys are the best men I've ever had the pleasure to be associated with. This championship is for these men. I love these guys.
First of all, hats off to all 10,000 or so of you who came out on a Tuesday night to support us. Believe me, it meant a lot to us. This is by far the hardest working team I've ever been associated with. And believe me, we've asked ourselves all year, do we deserve to win? Well, tonight we deserve to win.
It's surprising what has to come together in a team to win a championship. You know, in the past, now I realize we never quite had it. But now, having gone through this last couple of weeks, I know that we had it this year.
Say Milwaukee Wave's number 1.
Milwaukee Wave's number 1.
There you go.
For one day to be say you're the best at what you do in the season, in your sport, it doesn't get much better than that.
In 1998, the Milwaukee Wave became champions of the MPSL for the first time. But off the field, the Wave have been champions for years, champions of the boys and girls at Children's Hospital. Children's Hospital is one of the leading centers for pediatric medicine in the U.S., serving all of Wisconsin and the Upper Peninsula. The hospital is open to all children, regardless of ability to pay. The Wave helps to brighten the days of patients there with visits and with special events like the Brett Favre halftime show. With these efforts, the Wave can focus community attention and financial resources on Children's Hospital and its mission. The Milwaukee Wave and Children's Hospital. When it's your child's health, we're right there.